Good morning, Sermon. I am Jude Matthew Fernandez, a grade 6 student from Washington International School. We are currently doing our PYPX with the topic Renewable and Non-Renewable Energy. Our central idea is responsible use of energy sources influences environmental sustainability. And through this interview, we aim to better understand how energy sources impact our environment and future.
Good morning, Sir. I am Matias Alcantara, Jude's classmate and partner for this project. We are very grateful for this opportunity to interview you and learn from and experience.
Yeah, hi
Thank
Jude, hi Matthew. Hi Matthias pala. Thank you for choosing our company also as your topic for this interview. Morning.
morning po, sir. Sir, may we now begin our interview?
Yes, Jude, please.
Okay, so question number 1. What type of renewable energy does your company use and how do these contribute to environmental sustainability?
Yeah, Jude, before I answer your question, allow me first to introduce myself. I'm Ramon Parafina, the Facility Admin and Environmental Head of First Gen Energy Development Corporation. Let me introduce first our company. Energy Development Corporation is First Gen Corporation's renewable energy subsidiary. Currently, we have an installed capacity of nearly 1,400 megawatts, accounting for approximately 17% of the country's total installed renewable energy capacity. Our geothermal portfolio is over 1,000 megawatt. It comprises approximately 56% of the country's total installed geothermal capacity, making our country, the Philippines, the third largest geothermal producer in the world. Going back to your question, the company utilizes from the renewable energy available, we utilize geothermal, wind, solar, and hydro as its types of renewable energy. To your follow-up question, these contribute to environmental sustainability in several ways. First, our geothermal energy. It is a clean, secure, and reliable that can provide 24/7 power source with lower carbon emission. It emits less acid rain causing sulfuric compounds and less carbon dioxide than fossil fuel power plants. This significantly reduces greenhouse gas emissions and offers an alternative to existing baseload fossil fuel power plants. Uh, Additional is it contributes in the carbon sequestration through comprehensive watershed management strategies of the company, including our forest protection and restoration. The company's managed watersheds capture more CO2 from the atmosphere than the total CO2 equivalent for its entire total operation.
For question number 2, can you please explain how renewable energy, such as geothermal energy, works and why it is considered a cleaner and more responsible energy?
Yes, Matthias. Basically, I'll be focusing on geothermal energy because our company is a geothermal energy company. Although we are also operating hydro, wind, and solar from the other sites. Geothermal energy, we often called it the heat beneath our feet, is a firm and flexible, and also reliable source of renewable energy that operates 24/7. And how it works. There's several processes. I'll just give you the general processes of geothermal energy generation. First is extraction, wherein we extract steam or the hot water from the geothermal reservoir through our production wells. Second is through segregation and purification, wherein a separator vessel separate the steam from the hot geothermal brine. Then this steam passes through a demister or scrubber and the steam line. The third one is conversion, wherein the purified steam turns a steam turbine which drives a generator to produce electricity. Next, the spent steam is condensed using a condenser and cooling towers. Then the used geothermal brine and condensate are collected and reinjected into the geothermal reservoir through reinjection wells. This step ensures a renewable source of power, efficient water use, and less environmental impact by preventing discharge. And going to your question on why it is cleaner and more responsible energy source, geothermal energy is considered cleaner and more responsible. First is, it emits, as I've said, it emits less acid rain causing sulfuric compounds and less CO2 than fossil fuel power plants. Second, very important, climate change mitigation. It plays a significant role in mitigating climate change by reducing greenhouse gas emissions, serving as an alternative for baseload fossil fuel power plants. Third one is it has a minimal environmental impact. As we operate, its environmental impact is minimal compared to fossil fuel power plants, demonstrating that geothermal operations can coexist with green environment. And lastly, it is reliable and secure. As I've mentioned, it provides 24/7 power, contributing a higher diversity of affordable energy options. That's it, Matthias. Actually, I have a video if I can play, if that's okay with you. A demonstration. Or let's proceed to the next question.
You can play it po, sir.
Okay. It's not working. Okay, I am going to play it now.
Wait.
Can you see my screen now? Jude, Matthias?
Opo.
Okay.
Yes po.
Can you still see it now, the video?
EDC drills
Can
deep
you see the video? Yes, okay.
Opo.
down into geothermal reservoirs, essentially pockets of water under very high pressure and heat. To access this, we put in pipes where the water can run through under its own pressure. As the water flows upwards, the decreasing pressure causes some of the water to boil and turn into steam. This steam is channeled into a separator where the steam is split from the water, leaving us with pure steam that's then piped into a turbine. This turbine works like a jet engine. The steam pushes a series of fins that turn a shaft connected to a generator. This generator creates electricity that is then transferred through a grid, transmitted to electric cooperatives, and into your home. To make this cycle renewable, the used steam and water brine is re-injected back into the earth to replenish the resource. Simple, but quite ingenious.
That's it. Simple, but it's quite ingenious, but the processes are for us. It's quite complex din. Okay? Hopefully
Thank you,
you
sir.
understand well how we operate.
Okay, thank you for, sir. Proceed with the next question. Question number 3. How does the use of non-renewable energy sources affect the environment, and why is it important to use renewable sources instead?
Yeah. Most common non-renewable energy sources are coal, oil, and gas. By burning these fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and gas, which is the main driver of the climate change. These non-renewable energy sources lead to greenhouse gas emission, wherein burning of fossil fuels in power generation, manufacturing, and transportation contributes increasing concentration of CO2 or carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases that trap in the heat in the Earth's atmosphere. Second one is very important, climate change effect. These emissions lead to several consequences, including hotter temperatures, more severe storms, increased drought, warming and rising oceans, and what else? Loss of species, of course, food scarcity, and increased health risks. Why it is important to use renewable energy? Renewable energy, as a geothermal, is crucial for environmental sustainability as it helps mitigate climate change. As I mentioned, it provides low carbon emissions, wherein geothermal energy, for example, is a clean source that emits less CO2 than its fossil fuel power plant counterparts. Second is, it is an alternative to fossil fuels. We all know that fossil fuels like oil, we import it from other countries. Unlike geothermal, it is beneath under our Earth surface, especially here in our country. Renewable energy can serve as an alternative for capacity addition or replacement of existing baseload fossil fuel-fired power plants, thus directly reducing the reliance on non-renewable sources. Last is the carbon sequestration. Nature-based solutions like forest protection and restoration in managed watersheds can capture CO2 from the atmosphere, further offsetting emissions from energy operations.
Thank you pa for answering that question. May I proceed with the next question?
Yeah, sure.
Question 4. What makes renewable energy sustainable in the long term, and how does it support responsible energy?
Yeah. It's just long-term sustainability. First is continuous resource. Sources like geothermal, wind, solar, and hydro are naturally replenished, unlike fossil fuels. Geothermal, for instance, is described as a firm, flexible, and reliable renewable energy source. Second, for example, our company operates zero discharge operations, which I shown you in the video. The method of using and replenishing the resource is designed for longevity. For example, geothermal operations often employ a zero discharge system, as I've shown you in the video, where geothermal brine is reinjected into the reservoir, ensuring continuous power, efficient water use, and a renewable source. Our support for responsible energy use is, as I mentioned, climate change mitigation, wherein we drastically reduce greenhouse gas in the atmosphere. Second is grid resilience and efficiency, wherein future energy development focuses on smart grids and energy storage, which support responsible use by real-time optimization and energy storage. Third is nature-based solution and regeneration. Responsible energy use is supported by initiatives that go beyond low emission. Comprehensive watershed management, including forest protection and restoration, is used to capture more CO2 from atmosphere than is emitted by operations, which is a regenerative approach. If I may add, energy efficiency and demand response, promoting technologies such as smart buildings, energy efficient appliances, and demand response systems, or DRS, helps balance demand and supply in real time, reducing the need for peaking power plants and increasing the overall energy efficiency. That's it, Matthias. Yeah.
Question number 5. As students, what simple but meaningful actions can we take to practice responsible energy use in our daily lives?
Yeah, I suppose to ask you that question in your mind, what simple steps that you can add. But for this interview, I prepared here some simple but meaningful actions that you, students, can take to practice responsible energy use and contribute to environmental sustainability. By, very important, number 1, reducing electricity consumption. Power down devices and appliances when not in use, plug it off if when not in use. Residential and commercial buildings consume a significant portion of all electricity, And by reducing your personal consumption, like turning off of lights, unplugging chargers, you can help decrease the demand on power generation. And then be an advocate of these energy efficient technologies in your home and school in Washington International School, such as energy efficient appliances and proper insulation as part of the smart building approach. Second one is be mindful of your consumption. Limit the consumption of goods and minimize waste, as what you eat and throw away contributes to GHG emissions. A third one is be a responsible transportation choices. Consider alternative transportation to reduce emission from cars and other vehicles, which run fossil fuels and account for a large part of energy-related carbon dioxide emissions. And number 4, make sustainable food choices. Be aware of how food production contributes to GHG emissions and make choices that reduces the impact from agriculture and food processing. Always think of your carbon footprint in everything and every way that you do that contributes to the greenhouse gas and that affects our environment.
Question 6. How does your company ensure that its energy production remains responsible, sustainable, and environmentally friendly compared to others?
Yeah, sounds clear. The company ensures its energy production is responsible, sustainable, and environmental friendly through several key initiatives. Particularly, we ensure 100% renewable energy and committing to a regenerative future. First is we ensure 100% renewable energy portfolio. The company is the Philippines. We are the country's pioneer and largest 100% renewable energy producer, utilizing only renewable energy like geothermal, wind, solar, and hydropower. This commitment is reinforced by our Lopez Group decision not to build, develop, or invest in any coal-fired power plants. Second is we have cleaner energy production. As mentioned, the primary source, geothermal energy, is clean, secure, and reliable, providing 24/7 power source. It is significantly cleaner than the fossil fuel power plants. Next is it provides low carbon intensity and net zero alignment. The company's combined carbon intensity is approximately 5.5 times lower than the Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao grids. In addition, its carbon intensity is ahead of the 1.5 degrees centigrade pathway curve set by the Science Based Target Initiative or the SBTI for the power sector. Next is our nature-based solutions or regeneration actively implements a comprehensive watershed management strategies like yung forest protection and restoration. Our managed watersheds have the potential to capture an estimated of 1.7 metric tons of carbon dioxide equivalent per year, which is more than the total carbon dioxide equivalent of its entire operation, which amounts to only 1.1 metric tons. Second, lastly is a biodiversity conservation. Through our Binhi program, the company actively protects and conserves existing flora and fauna or the plants and animals, documenting hundreds of unique species of wildlife across its sites and demonstrating that geothermal operations can coexist with green environment. I think that's it, Jude, Matthias.
Yes, po.
Thank you very much for sharing your valuable time and insights with us.
Yeah,
Yes,
thank you.
sir.
Thank you for the
We
time.
truly appreciate your guidance. This interview will greatly help us in understanding how responsible energy use can contribute to a more sustainable environment.
Thank you. Thank you too.